Hey guys, how's it going this week? Andrew with Fish Addictions TV checking in with a fishing report. We made it up to Sioux Narrows, Ontario, Canada this past weekend over the Memorial holiday. Kind of an annual trip for us. Myself and some buddies head up there every year, and we spend 3 days up there chasing around lake trout and just relaxing. It's something we don't normally get to do through the course of a normal year, so we take advantage of that one opportunity we get to get up there and enjoy each other's company, have a great time, and catch a few lake trout. Simply a bonus at that point. We did land 4 lake trout, the biggest being 15 pounds, followed up by a 13 pounder, and then a couple smaller ones that were perfect for the grill. But again, great time, looking at depths anywhere from 30 to 55 feet, and we fished off the rock for the most part, so it's easy fishing. You just pull out lines, drop Cisco's down, and fight those fish from shore, so that's always a great time. Bemidji area panfish, it's finally starting to heat up around here. It's 77 degrees as we speak, so water temperatures are warming up. Seeing some of those panfish moving shallow. Got out last evening and saw a lot of bluegills starting to make that migration, that push up shallow. So 4 to 6 feet is where we saw most of those fish. A couple crappies mixed in, a couple largemouth bass, a couple rock bass. So you're starting to see that big migration of fish starting to head shallow as the water temperature continues to warm up. And it's going to be a great season for some of that spring pan fishing. So get out there, enjoy the nice weather, and we'll see you guys out on the water. Thanks for watching.
Taylor Mellon, I'm out here with Thor Skoy. Saw, dude. We're out catching some bass today. What we found was water temp was definitely a huge factor in finding more fish and catching more fish. We caught some smaller ones. Seem to be in the warmer temperatures. It looks like some of those fish are pushing up on beds right now. We caught a couple 3-pounders, 4-pounder, a 5-pounder, and some smaller ones mixed in. There wasn't a lot of them, but seems like they're pushing up right now. Couldn't get anything deeper in the weeds. A lot of stuff that we were fishing today, as you can see, is mostly submerged timber, right on the edge of weed beds. But anyway, I think the largemouth and smallmouth are starting to heat up here a little bit. Took a little break from walleye fishing and we got after some largemouth. So that's what I got here. And we're going to keep fishing here for a little bit and battle this wind on the point. Thanks for checking in.
Hey, Jessie with Tintus Outdoors and Fish Addictions TV. Weekly fishing report from a few different areas. Our team has been out in the Park Rapids, Ottertail, and the Alexandria areas doing some fishing. The temperatures have been jumping around a little bit, but it's mostly been from the mid to lower 50s, and hopefully with finally some nice weather, they're going to be warming up this week. What we've been finding in the Ottertail area is the crappies and bass are, they're kind of moving in and out of the spawning areas. Actually, in the Alexandria area as well. We were out last night for our first night of league, and we saw them moving in and out. There were a lot of little fish and not a lot of big fish coming in. So what we were finding in a couple different areas is fish that were found in maybe in more of the transition areas right off the first break. Preferably with maybe some new cabbage growth. So if you find some new cabbage, new weeds down in there, you'll find fish. Also found fish in more of the secluded bays, a little bit more muddier bottom, warms up the water a little bit better. Fish are getting ready to spawn. They're preparing their staging. Also, Chad Smith, one of our staffers, found smallmouth near spawning areas as well, near drop-offs. Only I saw a couple of beds up in the Ottertail area. We only saw a couple of beds in the Alexandria area as well. One thing Chad did mention is that the shiner run is in full swing this week, which is pretty key for catching walleyes consistently. So look for those groups of shiners. Use your electronics and find those shiners, maybe in some shallow feeding shelves, but don't be afraid to fish as shallow as 6 to 8 feet, even in some clear water conditions, especially when the sun starts to go down. So most of the walleyes that we've been catching consistently have been found in 10 to 14 foot of water. We've been pulling bait rigs tipped with Lake Shiner to help locate the schools of walleyes. Hopefully you just heard my rooster. And then we switched over to jigging a shiner to catch more fish once we locate them. Warmer weather conditions this week. It's going to be more consistent, which should hopefully a little bit better weather pattern will make fishing on fire is what we're hoping for. So up in the Park Rapids area, same thing. We found walleyes coming up at night up on those shelves and feeding. And then we found them in both locations using our mapping. That was the biggest thing, is using some mapping, finding the fish, locating them. Got some cool things coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Look forward to reporting up from the Mille Lacs area. We're heading up there for trolling for troops to take some veterans out fishing, starting off at Camp Ripley and then heading over to the lake. Be safe out there. Enjoy this amazing weather. I know I get a chance tonight. I'm cleaning up from the last couple of fishing trips. I find that key to clean up your boat, clean up your tackle, rods, reels, make sure all your life jackets and everything are in good working order, and so you're ready and safe for the next fishing trip. We'll see you next time.